Oh, here he is. There you go.
Hi. That's quiet.
There you go. Bonjour.
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 Hello.
Good to see you.
I should probably put my coffee down. Good morning, Mr. Mayor and members of the Executive Policy Committee. I'm sure you're going to have a very long day, given precedent. So first off, I want to say this budget has been very difficult for residents of St. Boniface and has probably been one of the most challenging times that I've had as a city councillor in Winnipeg, given I guess when St. Boniface and I found out that the two pools would be demolished as part of the proposed budget. And so I want to express that clearly to everyone that it's been very difficult for residents of St. Boniface and and myself as their representative. So I wanted to share that to begin with, and with that, I'd like to get into some thank yous. The thank yous, and I did have a few requests I'd like to make of the committee, but I'd like to make that after my speech. So first off, I want to thank everyone who came out to support the pools. I was looking at the signatures that are part of the petition that I've run with the Windsor Park Residents Association. Over 1,324 people, or as many as 1,324 people have signed so far, and the petition is entitled Mayor Gillingham and Council, please stop the demolition of Windsor Park and Happyland pools. So that many people signed, and those are people from mostly St. Boniface Ward, but also people from across Winnipeg. So thank you to those people who signed those letters. I'd also like to thank the DSFM, La Division Scolaire Franco-Manitobaine, the French School Division for Manitoba, sent a letter of support, which I will be sharing with you by email because it did not make the submission deadline. I will also be submitting the petition to you and to the clerk. If you choose to put it on the record, that's of course of your purview. I'd like to thank MLA Renee Cable for a letter of support that the MLA sent to members of council, as well as MLA Rob Lozelle, who sent a letter of support to members of council in favoring the reversal of the proposed demolition of these two well-loved community amenities. I want to personally thank Amber Gauthier from the Windsor Park, the newly formed Windsor Park Residents Association. I believe they've recently become incorporated, and so we'll be probably around these halls when funding opportunities come about where they're able to make funding applications on our behalf or on the city's behalf. I'd like to thank Sandra Dupuis and Teresa Quick from the South St. Boniface Residents Association, who did a lot of work over the years regarding Happyland Pool. I first met them when there was a proposed road widening and I guess underpass. It wasn't quite that was being proposed, an interchange, which was, I think, the formation of their association and perhaps my new understanding about the city transportation and where I believe we need to go as a city, which is not in that direction because in that case, we couldn't afford it. The Public Service confirmed in a report at $460 million Class 4 would have brought us to an $800 million project. And then if you think of that repeating itself over and over again in the city, I quickly came to the conclusion that it's not something that we can do citywide. I'd also like to thank you, Mr. Mayor, for your consideration. I've had many conversations with your staff, had a conversation with yourself, and I'd also, through you, to members of Executive Policy Committee, thank everyone, in particular Councillor Evan Duncan, who took my calls. We've talked for hours. I got to know him better. I guess we argued a bit. We argued a lot. and offline and online. And so thank you, Councillor Duncan, for your consideration. It's been a really emotional time for me. I told people around here that I had cried during these deliberations, and I did offline. I didn't expect to do it right now. I'm sorry for the delay, just waiting to regain my composure. So these pools, I guess, mean a lot to the community, but they also, for me, they remind me of my childhood. They remind me of those summer days where I went to the Provencher pool with my friends. When, thank you. Thank you. I didn't think I was going to cry. I didn't think I was going to cry. Sorry, guys.
There's absolutely no need to apologize at all. I can, and it's evident, I'll just, while you're taking a moment, it's evident from all the councillors who work with you and from myself and my staff. I'll just reiterate how hard you have been working since the budget was tabled, and I can assure the residents of St. Boniface that you as their local councillor have put in countless hours on these matters, and so it has not gone unnoticed, and certainly I expect that the residents of your community would and should appreciate the efforts you're making, and certainly we do as well, and so thank you, Councillor Lyon.
Thank you for that. So I'd like to complete my remarks nonetheless. So I guess I'm crying because I'm remembering my own teenage years going to the Provencher pool, and reluctantly so, because my parents would kick me out once a day during summer holidays so that get a little bit of sunlight, because left alone, my friends and I would have played video games all day. So they told us we had to leave at least once per day. And so we did that, and those were my summers. And so when I look at these amenities, I think about those summers and those kids that aren't going to have those experiences that I had. So, okay, so I got through some thank yous. Thank you also, Mr. Mayor, through you to Councillor Rawadi. You've taken many of my calls. We've talked in person. Anyway, thank you for your time. Mr. Mayor, through you to Councillor Lukes, thank you for your consideration of some of the requests that I'll be making as part of this budget update. Councillor Mays, thank you for your time and advice, and yeah, you're somebody that I look up to, and I think you're somebody who is a very effective ward councillor, as some people like to remind you, but also you do very good work on citywide issues as well, and so I think you're a very effective city councillor, whether people agree with you or not on various issues. And Councillor Rollins, thank you as well for your support during these talks. So I guess I have 3 requests from the committee for the budget working group. The first would be a request to extend Windsor Park Pool for an additional 2 years. The second would be that I offer $50,000 from the land dedication reserve to facilitate an aquatics in St. Boniface consultation this summer, which I would like to have held by the public service, in line with the public service, to look at what the future of aquatics might look like in St. Boniface Ward, and some of the opportunities that might exist there. And I'm not sure, did I thank MP Dan Vandel? Because I know that he had given me a call and had said that if he might be able to do something, but he couldn't do something overnight. So I did have that call as well. So thank you to Minister Vandel for that. And I think that's it. The rest of the budget really I haven't had a really hard look at because my primary occupation has been St. Boniface Pool since February the 7th. So I guess conveniently my timer's run out, and thank you for your consideration of these requests. Obviously, what I would have preferred, what St. Boniface residents would have preferred would have been the maintained operation of these facilities, but I understand that that's probably not the cards. And so I'm making these requests, and I hope that that the future will bring well, a new amenity at some point in the future in St. Boniface.
Thank you very much, Councillor Lard, for your work. I know you didn't have a chance to mention
Oh,
this morning,
there was
but
one
you've
more
also
thing.
worked very hard. I know you've requested some funding for St. Boniface Museum.
That's what I
Okay,
forgot.
there we go.
Thanks.
Yeah. So, because they're undergoing some renovations right now, just addressing some of it's a historic building and just addressing some of the upgrades. So, I acknowledge you've made those requests known as well, that there needs to be a request for some additional funding to help that out.
Yeah. Thank you.